Now, if a family with asthma or allergies comes to you as a client, what kind of process do you take them through, and what do you think about?
Yeah, generally when people come to me, they're at this stage, and they're the kind of people that are ready to, often make an investment in their homes. So they're thinking about their flooring, they're thinking about carpeting or furniture, and so it's part of that whole process of really understanding my clients and understanding the health issues that the whole family might have. You could have also a family who has a grandparent who has in remission from let's say cancer, and so they're also concerned about things like off-gassing and VOCs and chemicals in the home, right? They're thinking about creating an environment for the whole home that's safe for their loved ones. So it's part of all of that. So the family who has a child or a person who has asthma, I'm really looking at their house and trying to better understand from them what their triggers for asthma are. Because it's really important. I don't want to change or recommendations for things to change in their home. They're things that aren't triggers. For example, dust mites are a really common trigger for asthma, but it's not a trigger necessarily for everyone who has asthma, right? So I really want to also advise people on too. I'm familiar with some of the conversations they can even have with their doctors so they can better treat and understand their own illness, because there's no sense of making a whole lot of extensive changes for their home if there's really other simple things that they can do, even with the help of their doctor, to get their asthma better controlled.
What are some of I know everyone's triggers are different, but what are some of the common challenges that you've come across?
In terms of the challenges, Lisa, in terms of helping, yeah, just a sec, yeah. I mean, obviously it's a challenge for families if they haven't either figured out what's triggering, let's say it's the child's asthma, or the child's asthma is worsening. I mean, obviously those are challenges a family's going to have if a child has asthma. Obviously tobacco smoke's a big trigger, dust mites, air pollution, pets, mold. And I'm up in Canada here, and we've had like a 5-month-long winter. It just never ends. And I think it's the same way for a lot of for U.S. states as well. It's been a really long winter, and cold can be an exacerbator. For some, people exercise and of course allergies. So, as I say, I really think it's great if people understand their triggers, and you can do that. I mean, here in Canada, you just ask to see the allergist, and the allergist does a skin prick test, and then you have all the information, so you know what you're dealing with. And so if you know that dust mites are your big trigger, then I can make lots of recommendations on how to keep dust mites out of your home, right? So casings around, special certified casings around pillows, and there's really good vacuums on the market now, making sure that you're doing really regular changes to your furnace filter. And there's some 3M makes one specifically for families who have asthma and allergies.